Alright, so now we're going to start the pick and place. What you're going to need is all the components, so hopefully you guys have them somewhere off the side. They're going to be mostly off screen, and then some tweezers. These are some super fine ones that are my personal ones, or I recommend you guys getting some that have a sharp tip, not maybe this sharp, but one where you can pick up some very small components. The reason why I got these ones is because I do some 0402 components, but we're only going to do 0805. So, it doesn't really matter where we start. I'm probably going to do some of these more passive components, and also off screen here I do have the schematic open on Eagle. You can also make a printout or so, probably be easier than having your computer out on the table, but you should follow along with that just to make sure you don't misplace anything. Alright, so first thing I'm going to start off with are these 1 microfarad capacitors. So let's peel some out. Alright, and the 1 microfarad capacitors go here. Just make sure they're firmly touching the pad. Try and align them as best as you can now. Make it easier for later. Good. Alright, so I have the 1K resistors. One I'll place next. Alright, next thing I have close by is the voltage regulator. Luckily this one, it's kind of hard to place it incorrectly. It only fits one way. Cool. Let's go ahead and do the LEDs. So I have blue and green labeled. It honestly doesn't matter which one is which. It's really up to you. I just wanted to pick different LEDs, so add a little bit of color to our lives. Be very careful. The LEDs do have a polarity, and the green dots that you may or may not be able to see, but when you have the LED, you should be able to see it, will line with the positive side. And the positive side is where the dot is, which is actually printed off the board, so you can't see it. I mean, it's not printed on the board, or where the line wraps around the device. Alright, so this is the blue LED. Good. Alright, so I got 10K resistor. Good. Next I'll do 0.1 microfarad capacitor, which will be right next to where the AT Tiny will eventually go. So here's our 0.1 microfarad cap. Cool. And then finally, our AT Tiny, the brains of our operation. So this one does have a polarity as well. It's kind of hard to see, but it's here on the corner, which denotes pin 1, and also on the AT Tiny chip itself. It has a little circle, dimple I guess, in the corner, so let's align those as we place it. Ooh, that looks fine. And there's all the surface mount components. So the next thing we're going to do is actually solder this guy using the reflow method.